Hello everyone, you're welcome to my channel. You're welcome to Decenstitch. If you're a new subscriber or returning subscriber, you're welcome. Please kindly like, share, comment, subscribe. Please subscribe and click the notification bell. Thank you. This is 3 and this is 4. This is my center front. This is the waist and this is the waist. Those are darts. So now I'm going to cut it out so that I can join 1 and 2 together. For the corset, for the cup, I'm going to have just 3 pieces for the cup. These 2 will be together as 1 piece. This is my second and this is my third. So I need just 3 pieces for my cup. I'm going to cut out before I cut it out. I'm going to make sure here is straight. I'll make this line touch the circle. I'll make this to touch the circle. I'll start by cutting out this part. Then I'll cut through the blue line. And cut here. The next thing I'm going to do, I want to cut out this side. I'm going to discard the darts. I'll cut this straight to the circle and cut the blue line. The next thing I'm going to cut out is the whole cup. This is what I'm having now. So the first thing I want to do is to close these darts. So I'm going to tape it down and close it. Like I explained earlier when I was making the back piece, having this dart allowance helps to make the back shorter and helps to stop the puckering or shooting out effects at the back that you always have at the back. You have that smoothness. Then the next thing, it helps the front with the cup. It helps to form the cup better for the front. So that's the benefit of this space, this 1.5 difference. Your corset, if you don't want 3 pieces the way I want to do mine, you can have 2 pieces. You can have just the upper piece and the lower. So you separate it this way and discard the dart. So you have just 2 pieces to stitch back, and you have your line, only one line at the center of the cup. Or if you want your one line to be vertical, not horizontal, you will have 2 pieces, this piece and this piece. So what you will do is you will cut it here and cut this here. You have 2 pieces. Then what do you do to this dart? You close the darts. The way I closed this place, the way I closed this one, you close the dart. So you have 1 piece, 1 piece. But in my own case, I want 3 pieces. I want this upper part to be 1 piece, then the lower. So I'm going to cut here this upper line first, then I'm going to close this dart. So this is 1 piece. When you're closing your darts, remember not to fold these down parts so that you don't shorten the length here when fixing it back. So make sure the dart ends smooth here, while you take out only here, this way. It's going to be smooth here, penciled in here, while you take out what you need here. So this is going to be 1 piece, while I'm going to have 2 pieces of this. So I'm going to discard this dart and discard this dart. These are my 3 pieces. By the time I join them together, they will form a cup. So this is my front. And this is my back piece. Can you see this side? Both the front and the back, they are around the same length, so they will fit each other. So this is the back piece. For this center piece, I can choose to cut it on fold. If you want boning at the center of your seam allowance here, so it won't be on fold. Your front piece, the center one, won't be on fold. But for me, I'm not having any boning or any joining at the center front. For this, I'm going to cut 2 pieces. This, cut 2 pieces. This also. And this also. I'm going to cut 2 pieces. I need to label this as back, so it will be easy. This is also back. Then this is front. I'm going to give this a cut here and give this a cut here, because I want my corset to have lines. So you can give any type of cut that you want on your corset, depending on the number of line and the way you want your line to be placed, either slanted or straight all the way. There are different ways, especially if you are passing boning, you will want to cut it into pieces. So I'm going to cut this just into 2. I don't want much pieces. Then I'll cut this other big one into 2. I can decide to slant it or cut it straight. I can also cut this into 3, like I said, depending on the number of boning or the number of joining that you want on yours. You can decide to slant it and cut this into 3 and cut this probably into 2 or into 3 also. I want mine to be easy, so I'm just going to cut this into 2. And I'm going to cut it slanted. The back piece. If this is going to be very confusing for you, I would advise you label your paper properly before you scatter them. So this is my waist again. This is the waist for this. I can see this. This is the waist. Very important. I need to know where the waist is. Then I'm going to label this 1, 2, 3. This is the back, this is the back, and this is the back. This is the front, and this is the front. Then I can write 1, 2, 3 on these two. 1, 2, 3. So with this now, I'll be able to join my pattern pieces. When it comes to joining, for the back, it's straightforward. Just join your pieces together. You have your full back. For the front, I like to join 3 and 4 first, then join this upper piece to it. So that forms your cup. When your cup is formed, these 3, you join them like this. Join the 3 together. Then you have space for your cup. Your cup is already formed, so you start fixing from here, and you fix it in. Very easy to join. That is how you join it. So the last thing is to put seam allowances. For these 3 pieces, I'm going to add 0.5 inches round. I'm going to add 0.5 round for these 3 pieces. 0.5 inch. To save time, I won't be measuring it, but please do measure your own so you have it perfect and accurate. But I'll just draw it and tell you the seam allowance that you need to save time. So like I said, 0.5 round for these 3 pieces. I'm done with these 3. For number 1 and number 2, I'm going to add 0.5 round. Number 2 and number 1. This is the front piece, by the way. I'm done adding 0.5 round. For number 3, I'm going to have 0.5 inch here, here and here. Then for the side, I'm going to have about 1.5, depending on what you use for your side seam allowance. You can use 1 inch, you can use 1.5, you can use 2 inches. Some people use 2 inches. So just this one will be different, while the other part is going to be 0.5 inch. Because of that fold I have here, this paper is not straight anymore here, so I'm going to balance it first. I'll make it straight, then measure my seam allowance. I'm done with the front piece. So that is how my front piece is going to be like. I'm going to cut 2 pieces of this. I'm going to cut 2 pieces of all this except the center piece. The center piece, I'm going to cut just 1 piece because it's on fold here. So that is my front. Then for the back, I'm going to have my zip allowance, then I'm going to have 0.5 all round. For the center one, for number 2, 0.5 round. For number 3, I'm going to have 0.5 here, and then I'll put my side seam allowance. The same thing I did for number 3 of the front piece, I'll do the same for here. While for this center piece for the back, because of the zip, I'm going to have my zip allowance, while the other part will be 0.5. These two, 0.5. Because I cut out that here, I'm going to follow the shape of the dart. I won't just draw it straight. I'll follow the shape of the dart to add my 0.5 for this side and this side. So when I'm sewing, I'll be conscious to give it a slight curve and not just sew it straight. For the back piece, I'm going to cut 2 pieces of this, 2 pieces of this, and 2 pieces of this. Now I'm going to cut it out. That's the final step. Don't come again. Don't come again. Person go run now. I know. Yeah, what is all this? Yeah, what is all this? Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please kindly like, share, comment, subscribe if you're new here, and click the notification bell. Thank you.